love this song, but I don't like the dude. I love Trey Songz. That's my man.
But you don't like who?
You don't like? I didn't like what Lupe Fiasco said that about.
But Barack. Yeah. Well, Lupe is tripping. He's just trying to get some pub.
I don't think a rapper should ever speak in public. I don't like that. We got some very special guests, comedy legends. I'm gonna let Lou Dix introduce him, and then Lou Dix had a great story about his son. We'll get into that later.
Oh, please. That's
his
not
son
a great
is
story.
drinking my favorite drink.
Hilarious. We're not having that. Listen, these young men.
He's gonna be dropping out of college before the semester's over. Trust me.
Daryl and Dwayne Mooney are known as the Mooney Twins. They performed at comedy clubs all around the country as a transformational.
Transformational.
Well, see, that's what it's missing. You spelled it wrong. That's where I got messed up.
They seriously got
read
it.
I didn't have no IL. I was looking transformational.
Hey, the twins have to share an education. What do you expect?
That's true. But I'm sorry, entrepreneurs. No. And also, my favorite film, which I've been watching on NBA channel, NBA in HD.
Yes.
You guys look decent in HD.
We were taller then.
Yes, in HD. The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Starring Dr. J of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, y'all did that movie?
We were in that
They
film.
were in that movie and took their own jump shot.
That's right.
Wait a minute, you was in the movie?
We were in the film, on the team, the Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. It was about a basketball team that were all made up of Pisces, the astrological sign.
Right.
And we whooped that ass.
Right.
Yes, and Debbie Allen was in it.
Yeah, I don't know too many tough fish.
Bullethead.
Maybe a shark, but after the shark, you're like, yeah. I go with everybody in the sea besides the shark. We can get into that later.
Daryl. Oh, she was the first one to ever recognize
That's
us.
right.
Daryl.
You should have seen Debbie Allen then. Oh, that's when she was all ass.
She's from
all
Texas.
ass.
We call her Tex
ass.
Yeah, but now she's Debbie Alley. She was
Yeah,
Debbie Allen.
She's Debbie Allen.
Drugged down the road a few times.
That's where her and Norm Nixon met.
That's right. The Mooney Twins. Give them a hand. The Mooney
That's
Twins.
right. Mooney's in the house. Yes.
What'd you say about Debbie Allen and Norman?
That's where they met.
That's when they met.
But they were married.
No,
She was married.
Yes.
And what happened?
He was a young pup.
Yeah.
She went after it?
No,
Yes,
he went
right.
after it.
He was in the pros.
Yes.
Was he in the
No,
pros?
he had just got drafted.
Yes.
By the Lakers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
Then she drafted him.
Yeah. He was a first-round draft pick. She was a second. We're going to get right into our topics. We got this great topic very near and dear to my heart.
Me too.
It's actually, I don't know if it's historic. I'm so tired of black people saying everything is history-making. Maybe not.
Well, this was a good choice. That's how I
It's a great choice.
It's a great choice.
Come on, Sheer.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but anyway,
Your
I'm going to
shirt.
go
It
for
look
it.
like
It's
sheer.
call
Your
me
shirt is
Lacey.
Lacey, I'm sorry.
Lacey.
You got a lace back. You ain't got the lace front. Well, you got a lace front, too. Lace front and back.
How about we try to call you lady? How about a lady?
No, we can't call her lady.
No, not with all that lace.
Yeah, the front and the back. Let's go.
Hilarious. You guys are something else.
Synthetic bangs. Let's get into it.
You know what? Human hair. This year, I will be so excited to watch the Oscars because
Why?
Eddie Murphy, comedic legend, is going to be hosting the 84th Academy Awards this year.
Yes.
Now, this choice was made by Brett Ratner, who's going to be directing the show this year.
Right.
This will be Eddie Murphy's first time hosting the Oscars. And hey, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, you know what?
Long time overdue. Long time overdue.
I would say a long time, but I think it's a perfect time. And you can't find a better, funnier host than Eddie Murphy.
It's a damn sight better than last year's choice.
We're talking funny all the way to where this man has history with the honeymooners to the modern day funny.
The honeymooners?
Yeah, I mean, talking about his reference points. The thing you have to learn about with comics, what makes a good comic, he has reference.
How would you know what makes a good comic?
Because I am a good comic. I have references. Now, I might, you little ignorant black clubs that y'all play. All right, let's go ahead and play that club and kill. No, I'd rather play the ones that are mainstream, straight down the middle.
Like what?
Anyone. I mean, I could look. I match any young comic up with
you
me.
get so angry.
I don't care.
Because I went to Mavericks Flat this Wednesday.
And you wasn't a mainstream comic.
No, I was no, I know how to host a room. So let's not even. And I will be hosting the Oscars.
Yeah, you do know how to host a room.
You're going to be hosting the Oscars?
Yeah, eventually I will be hosting the Oscars. That is my goal. No.
Straight up or on the rocks. That's how you host the room.
Well, I'm going to just tell you guys something. You all got to have goals and a plan. My plan is.
Are you with the bride or the groom?
No.
Oh.
At least I have talent to speak of.
There you go.
Brandy. People know my name.
Oh, my God.
They don't mispronounce my name and call me Kevin Hart or such and such. They say Lewis.
They would never make that
And
mistake.
are you saying something? Get up and fall down?
Hold on. Yeah, hold on for a second, Fallen.
Yeah.
Mooney Twins, legends, comedy legends.
Yes.
How do you feel about Eddie Murphy
I think
hosting?
it's great.
Finish.
Okay, go on.
I'm sorry. I know your shirt buttoned to the top, but anyway.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Eddie Murphy
And that means
hosting the Oscars?
I think it's great. I'm just wondering who's going to be his date, a woman or Johnny Gill.
No. lay claiming. I'm so tired of hearing this stuff. Look, Eddie Murphy is not gay.
It's not,
Who said he was gay?
hold on. It's not about that right now. We're asking about the comedy choice, or the hosting choice of Eddie Murphy and the Oscars.
We think it's fantastic,
Yes.
especially since the Oscar, the statue,
Right.
the body was made after a black man. So it's good that a black man is hosting the Oscar.
Woody Strode.
I didn't
That's
know
right.
that.
We know you guys.
That's
didn't know.
right.
I did not
So that's
know
why
that.
every time them white folks win the Oscar, they get to take a brother home with them.
Yeah.
Wow. And
That
we
is
ain't talking
funny.
about Uncle Ben either.
That's right.
Wow.
It's Oscar Johnson.
Yeah.
So how did Ellen handle that?
So who was who was the you said that it was modeled after who? It was
Woody Strode. Remember the brother in Spartacus?
Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
body.
Because he had the perfect body at that time. They had Tarzan and they had Hercules, but he had the most magnificent body that they wanted to duplicate for the Oscar.
Now this is brilliant.
Wow.
So evidently,
You know what?
their dad. Those were the bedtime stories they had.
No, he didn't tell
Those
us.
black historical bedtime. Well, you know the Oscars was.
That was the bedtime story with Woody Strode. He told us personally.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
So how old
So
are y'all?
he was reading y'all
Oh.
bedtime stories.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
nice.
older than our
Us,
father.
Woody Strode, and Eddie Murphy. All in bed together. It was fantastic.
That's incredible.
You need to stop that, man. Stop it.
What?
What?
Now, that's because you know.
Sleeping.
Now you know I'm a
Like Oprah and Gail.
Well, then
Come on.
straighten it out. All right, straighten it out, because you know. Let's be honest. People who know, they've said that about your dad too.
Yes.
So
Have
your
they?
dad
And
is
we don't
gay
know.
and
We
that-
don't know.
We don't
nothing
know
about
And
that.
father
We don't know if
legendary.
our father's gay because he ain't never tried to fuck us, so we don't know.
Unlike Lou's son,
We know when he had. We know when he had us. He came twice.
That's right. We know that.
You know. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, so y'all weren't one seed? That's what I'm.
No, he was.
I thought he bust out
He
two.
busted out twice.
That's right.
And your father's legendary
Paul Mooney.
No.
comedy.
Dick Gregory.
so y'all got two different
I'm
daddies.
saying
that y'all
that.
with.
I'm saying it because our listeners might not know who your father is.
Mr. Paul Mooney.
Thank you so much.
The only man in show business who has children older than him.
That's right.
I'm glad y'all cleared that up.
A
Thank
great
you.
comic, great writer.
That's
Fantastic.
He worked with
Legend.
The best.
He worked with some of the legendary
Richard
comedians.
Pryor,
Yeah, go
Eddie
ahead.
Murphy,
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze.
Living Color,
Freddie Prinze.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Freddie Prinze.
Red Fox.
Red Fox.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
that was comedy at its best.
No,
As we
comedy
can
at
say.
its best, but right now comedy is at its highest. More comedians are getting paid right now.
Did they make it the highest?
That's right. Toward,
As far as money making.
that's right. Toward money making.
Right, but the art itself,
Art, yeah, it was good then.
right, it was great then.
Yeah.
Well, see, now that's interesting. You were talking about that earlier, Johnny Mac, about money now and money back then,
Right.
And how people don't really understand it because
Right.
you broke down some.
Right,
What
'cause
kind of class was that? Statistics.
I looked up the Eddie Murphy's first Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes.
It made something like 240 something million. I think it's 247. But the ticket price was $3.25.
Whoa.
And they talking about all these numbers now and it's breaking records. But now tickets are. I live in Sherman Oaks. The tickets are $14.50.
Yes.
So what we did was we said, okay, we added $8 on that. We took the 243, and timed that by 8. It came to like 1.9 billion. Right?
Dang,
So
yeah.
we gotta stop saying. I don't like we keep saying how much money these movies are making nowadays. Like Shirley Temple was the first one to make $1 million movie, but the tickets were 10 cents.
Yeah.
So we can't keep saying these movies are breaking records because they making $1 billion. You paying $14.50 a ticket.
Of course
And you
it's
got to
gonna
count
break
in
the record.
inflation. So inflation is going up. So yeah,
That's
the,
what I'm saying.
You're
the
saying,
value
so
was
you're
worth
saying
that.
Soul Plane really made more money than they said.
They ended up making enough money to fill up a gas tank. Soul Plane had to drive to the next city.
But $15 is 10 cents now, right?
Yeah, right.
Because
That's
of the
right.
value of the dollar.
Whoa.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Now that dollar's still strong. They
Yeah,
can say what
dollar's
they
still
want.
strong, yeah.
It's
Hey,
weakening.
if you
It's
can walk
weak.
in the country, they'll take that dollar before they take that yen.
Yeah,
Yen.
that
Oh,
yang.
$1
Not
million
now.
10 years ago was a lot more than it is now.
That's true because of inflation.
Yes.
That's right.
And I respect that. So, you want to go somewhere else? Brandon, you got something else?
Well, no, it was a continuation of what you guys were talking about because we were talking earlier about Kevin Hart, whose Laugh at My Pain just premieres this week, today I think, right?
Uh-huh.
And he had the 2-day ticket sales record, $1.1 million, which knocked Eddie Murphy from the previous top slot. But then Johnny Mac was saying that.
From
is that an
Delirious?
accurate number? Is that an accurate
Did
number?
he knock him out from Delirious? Now, Delirious can't be touched. I'm sorry.
No.
If you're a comedian and you've watched stand-up films, Richard Pryor, Live at Sunset, Delirious was just a beast.
Took it rock star level.
Oh yeah, it was just. I mean, the leather we could have kept.
The leather pants?
Yeah, when he turned around.
Was that the first sign?
Yeah, that wasn't. But his stand up, pure stand up, you really can't touch Eddie. And then there's Rock.
No.
Eddie just has too much material, just too much fun in him.
Now, what did say that again, Brandon McGee?
What I was saying, Johnny Mac, was that
Because I want to make a statement. Go ahead.
Kevin Hart's 2-day ticket sales at the Nokia Theater in Los Angeles during All-Star Weekend was $1.1 million in ticket sales, and that bumped Eddie Murphy from the top.
Which is
I don't care.
slot
Kevin
as the
Hart
African-American.
ain't funnier than G-Thing.
Yeah. But also you got to keep in mind, nobody's ever played at the Nokia Theater. That's a brand new theater.
That's what
G-Thing was at the Nookie Theater. He sold that bad boy out.
But once again, the numbers are misleading because the great comics of our time, the Nokia Theater wasn't there.
Didn't exist.
So you can say that he sold 1.1 million, which is true, and he broke a record. But whose record?
Yeah.
Chris Rock haven't been there. He wasn't on tour there. Eddie Murphy wasn't there. Jamie Foxx wasn't there. Chris Tucker wasn't there. None of these cats at this time was there. No, he didn't do stand up there. He sung there. So there's a big difference. And it was All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Now with Kevin Hart.
It's an estimated 22 million people in Hollywood, Los Angeles. And now you got an extra million coming for the All-Star Weekend. You got a gang of niggas with nothing to do.
Yeah,
Well, I'm telling you this. I'm going to tell you this. I saw Richard Pryor.
Whatever it takes.
I saw Richard Pryor at the Circle Star Theater up in the Bay Area and around. He destroyed. He was there for a whole weekend. And you had to go across. And that place was packed. Patti LaBelle opened up for him. It was bad.
What the fuck that got to do with the 1.1 million?
Well, it was a theater that was sold out. I'm just
That's the
saying.
Circle
That
Star.
Nokia
That's
has
not
so
the
many
Nokia
seats
Theater.
compared to-
Well, the
I
whole
saw
point.
Caesar in the Coliseum selling.
That's right.
I saw
Chariots of
Bob
Fire.
Hope.
Just because, listen, my brain connects.
But the whole point
Not
you're
real.
talking about, you're exactly right, but we're talking about what's going on financially now. If it wasn't for Richard Pryor, if it wasn't for Dick Gregory, it wouldn't be a Kevin Hart.
Right.
So they all set the stage for Kevin Hart to have the excitement around the world that he has because of them.
He still ain't funnier than G-Thing. I don't care what y'all say.
Right.
You're saying Kevin Hart's not funny?
No, he's
G-Thing?
not
hell
funnier
no.
than G-Thing.
Hell no.
Hell no.
think we-
Hell no.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right.
I don't
You're
think
right.
you're right on that.
You're right, yeah.
But what I'm trying to get to is we keep throwing out these great numbers about all these cats breaking history, making history. But to me, it's not true.
Yeah, but how many seats did Nokia have, and how many seats did those theaters have back in the day?
And how much did the tickets cost?
That's a huge difference.
It's All-Star Weekend.
I know,
So
Kevin.
All-Star Weekend, I know to get in clubs in L.A. is $200 a pop.
I know Kevin Hart get fine of women coming to his show.
Yeah, and let's get it right. Let's get it right. Eddie did arenas.
Thank you.
Oh.
So let's
Thank
just,
you.
let's just
Okay.
get it right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Eddie did the arenas.
Yeah,
Eddie
he
was
did.
Eddie was such a rock star. Rock band opened up for him.
Damn.
He put a rock band on the map. The Black Rock band.
Which one?
And I think the Nokia is like 5,500, maybe 6,000, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that. Which is a lot of people.
How much are the tickets now, though?
All-Star Weekend, like I said, All-Star Weekend, I know to get to a
Sorry.
club is $200 a pop.
See, right.
So
What?
And I went to, nigga, it's All-Star Weekend. Where's you gonna do?
And how much is it for a woman?
Free.
No, it gonna cost us some ass. At least a home pregnancy test to get up in there. You just can't walk into the theater.